Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. It has been too long. So I created this Dana Tan inspired look from Batman Beyond. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm using these two pictures as reference photos of what to do. So I'm just first spraying my face with hydrating spray from e.l.f. and I went in with two different foundations. I first went in with this one, the NYX Total Control Drop foundation, but it was a little bit too, I guess, like light coverage for me. So I did go in with the e.l.f. foundation after this that you'll see in a bit. But I just want to say really quickly, I kind of jumped around for a little while because I thought, oh, I'll just do my eyebrows and my eyes after I do my full face, and then as I was doing my foundation I realized that maybe I should just do my brows and my eyes before my foundation. So after my foundation I started off with my eyebrows and then my eyes and then went back to the face. So I'm sorry that that's a bit like juggled up and all over the place, but that's just I wasn't sure like what steps I should do first because I knew this eye look wasn't going to be too crazy. So I kind of like jumped around really quickly. But anyways, after the foundation, I went in with my, to do eyebrows. And for my eyebrows, recently, all I've been using is just plain black shadow for my eyebrows because that's just, I feel like it just matches my hair a bit better. My hair is so black or so dark that it just, I feel like it matches better than what I normally use for my brows. So that's what I've been using recently, nothing fancy. And the palette that I'm using for my brows is from the black that I'm using for my brows is from the Tartelette palette, and that's what I'm using also for the entire look for this video. But you don't have to use that palette, you can use any type of neutral color palette. I was only using this palette because it was what I was using for my brows anyway, so I just went ahead and used it since it was already right there. But anyways, right now I am carving out my brows and also priming my eyelids before we move on to the actual shadow look. So now we're going on to the eyeshadow. It's not going to be crazy shadow. I'm just using nothing but neutrals. You don't even have to do any type of shadow because I feel like she doesn't look like she has anything on her eyelids anyway. I just wanted to add a little bit of depth to my eyes. That's why I went in with shadow. But you definitely don't have to do that. Also, by the way, I did this look because I knew I was going to chop off my hair. Right now as I'm speaking, my hair is completely chopped off. I'm exaggerating, it's not completely chopped off, but it is extremely shorter than it was here in this video. And I did this knowing that I was going to chop off my hair, and I just wanted to put this out there before going in for a haircut. So I don't know why I feel like that was relevant information, but I'm sharing it anyway. Now I tightlined my upper lash line with black eyeliner. Again, you can use any black eyeliner that you have available. I'm using Urban Decay, I believe, which I want to find a new black eyeliner drugstore brand. So if you guys have any good black eyeliner, drugstore black eyeliners that don't smudge, let me know. I'm using an angled brush to kind of feather that out and start making a wing at the end. I kind of wanted it, the wing a little bit smoked out. I do go in with liquid liner, but I wanted it to kind of be smoked out a little bit at the edge, so that's what we're working on right now. And I'm just using that angled brush to create that wing at the end. And I do use a couple of those brown shades to feather out that black shadow that we put down in the shape of that wing. I honestly do not like doing voiceovers. I feel like it's so, like, I don't know what to say during these things, you know? And the reason why I'm doing a voiceover is because now the only chance I really get to film is later at night when people are home, and I choose not to talk during the video because A, it's late at night and I don't want to like wake anyone up, and also background noise. I feel like people walking around or, you know, get up or anything like that, you can hear it. So that's why I'm doing a voiceover, but it's just so awkward. Like, what do you say in these things, you know? I feel like I'm not very good at explaining things, so I feel like it's just awkward. Right now, back to the tutorial. Right now I just use that sponge, the angle of that sponge, the flat end, to clean that up. I had foundation on the edge to like stamp it in place, and now I'm going in with my NYX Epic ink liner to sharpen and darken that wing. And now for some reason I went in with my concealer, but I had a really hard time blending my concealer out for some reason. Well, I think it's because my foundation had been sitting there for quite a while and dried up, so it didn't blend as well as it normally does together. So I had a kind of a hard time blending it out. 10 out of 10, would not recommend doing that if you have dry skin, especially. My skin this day looked super dry and matte. I mean, that's pretty much what I was going for, because I would imagine her having that like flawless matte perfect skin, but I was just a little bit too matte that day, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it looked okay on camera. Now I'm just setting that whole thing with powder. And she doesn't have much color on her face, but I do blush. I do use blush and contour. I tried to use the smallest amount of blush though, and to be honest with you, I feel like I could have used a little bit more, but I tried my best not to go heavy-handed because I love blush and I often go like super heavy with it. But I was able to hold back that temptation. I don't know how, but I was. But I wish I added more. For contour, I'm just using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer. I'm just putting that in the normal places, trying to tease out my cheekbones, my double chin. I put some on my forehead. And I also use this to contour my nose. For my nose, I kind of wanted it in a round shape. Again, the reference pictures didn't do justice on showing like the shape of her nose, but I feel like maybe she might have a roundish nose. So that's what I went for. So these lashes are from Ardell and they are in the style chiffon. They are probably one of the smallest pair of lashes that I have, and I felt like the smaller lash would look better with this look, so that's what I ended up using. And then I use the black velvet velveteen from Lime Crime. I wanted a really sharp line on my lips, so I used a lip brush to kind of outline my lips, and then I filled it in later with that same black. And then after that black shade, once I kind of like tapped it out to the center of the lips, I went in with a reddish, dark red shade from Wet n Wild. And I kind of just filled in the rest of it because she kind of has like a black maroonish lipstick on from the pictures that I had. So that was pretty much it for this look. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you already are, thank you from the bottom of my itty bitty heart. Also remember to follow me on Instagram, and I do also now have a Twitter that I will have both linked down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!